Hello, and thank you for dropping by. Today I'm going to talk about something that is very dear to my heart, and that is the CAGED system. Or I've heard of the CAGED system, but maybe have a few questions and not completely clear on what that represents. But first, let's stretch out a little bit. So I got an exercise for you. You just go like this. You pull your fingers apart. Do about 10, 15 times. Now relax them. I do a little prayer here. And now I do throw. So you just take your hands and you throw them out. Start slow at first, a little quicker, and then real fast. And what this does is the back of the hands pull up. It's not just hitting the string, it's actually pulling off the string also. And that'll strengthen that part. So now you're a little warmed up. I'm warmed up. Let's get to it. All right, so here we have the right? C chord, let me get in the camera here. C chord, A chord, G chord, E chord, and D chord. Now those are 5 different shapes of chords, and that represents the CAGED system, or at least the very beginning of the CAGED system. Because behind each of those chords is a scale. Something that tune. There we go. That's a lot of tune still, but okay. So there is a scale. We all make mistakes. Don't be so hard on yourself. So here we go. Anyway, you can use these same chord patterns and chord shapes and slide them down. So this C, D, E, F sharp, G, but you can play them as you move up the neck. This open note, the G string, needs to have a finger on it. That's E, F, F sharp, G, right? And there's a scale that goes around that. And so I'll show you how it all kind of comes together at the end. So just stick with us. And we also have a couple other surprises. So now we have the A. And the way I play it, oftentimes just with one finger, but as you slide it up, you can go A, B, C. You use these 3. It's also a power chord. And that one goes, instead of where the C goes 1, 3, 5, 1, this goes 1, 5, 1, 3. Right, so you have different, instead of the softer 1, 3, you have 1, 5. So a little stronger tonal center. Yes, the Romans, the Greeks. Okay, now we got G. Get that country sound, something like the Eagles would use. A lot of country songs use the G chord. But again, you have the soft top, low end. 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 1 again. So 1, 3, 5, 1. Or if you play it like this, you have the 5, 1, 3, 1, 5, octave. Go up to the octave again. So now the C, as we said, the C scale, going back to our C, we move it up to, so here's an F. And notice how the 1, 3, 5 are like that. Now with the G, we're going to do the same thing. Let's move that up to, say, A. Let's move up to C. It's a little easier to see. No pun intended. Ready? You're going to bar this, which happens to be the same thing for the C, right? So C, A, now we're going to G, and this is the way you finger it. And the same thing, 1, 3, 5. So that soft low end, not the power chord. End of the scale. Now here you actually go back a fret here. That's your G form of C. So you're still in C scale. So you're still in the same scale, just a different form. Now we go to the E. E's kind of a power rock. And so you have your power. So that's more your power. Again, it's the 1, 5, 1 starting off. So let's go to C here. 1, 5, 1, 5, 1, 3, 5. Where am I? Sometimes it's hard. You really can't get all the chord notes. But again, your scale is 1. And if you want to go 2 octaves, so that's do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. A little out of my range, but you get the idea. It's very simple. It's because you have the same kind of pattern. 2, 4, 1, 2, 4. Then down here, you're going to have 2, 4, 1, 2, 4. And the middles are going to be 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4. So 2, 4, 1, 2, 4. Then 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4. Then 2, 4, 1, 2, 4. Anyway, it's all in my course, 14-day guitar. Get the pro version and you get everything, including the blues primer course. Also another 12 to 15 videos of blues riffs, blues scales, blues progressions, you name it. And finally, after E, we have D. Now D is kind of a, depending on how you play it, can be a hybrid between the C, G, and the E and A. But it's really more of the E and A. So here's our chord. It goes, once again, go 1, 5, 1, 3, 1, 5, 1, 3. All right. And then we can move that up. That says here. We'll move that up to, say, there's D, E, F. And it's kind of this note here that kind of defines it. And the scale, say if we're going to go for the G. So G, but we're using the D. And remember we move one string up. So there you have it. To make the chord itself is a little more difficult. Frankly, I don't know anyone who ever really plays it like that. Occasionally, but it's hard to get a real good tone. But a lot of times people will play. Sus4, it's called Sus4. That's where you're on the fourth note, do, re, mi, fa, and pull off. And then the B. Okay, so there it is. Those are your 5 chords. As you know, you can slide them all up and down the scale, up and down the neck, and you can have, they outline the scales with the chord, right? So if you're not sure where the scale might be, just find the chord. we'll get into scales and things in my course in later videos. But I hope you enjoyed this. Subscribe. We're going to have a lot more videos coming up and get a little deeper into this whole CAGED system, and I'll show you exactly how you can break it into 2 chords next time. So look for that video. It's coming up in the next week or so, maybe 2 weeks. It's really powerful. So anyway, subscribe and keep on picking.